To present the Raceland Rams playing for the state Single-A football championship live from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky. Today, Raceland takes on Lexington Sayre. Today's game is brought to you by Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, State Senator Robin Webb, Primary Plus Healthcare, Clark's Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, Ashland Community and Technical College, Borders Sporting Goods, Members Choice Credit Union, the Raceland Board of Education, the Greenup County Public Library, Papa John's Pizza in Flatwoods and Grayson, Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, Fairchild Auto Sales, Ram Pharmacy in Raceland, and General Heating and Air Conditioning. Now, let's go live to Kroger Field in Lexington for the pregame show as Raceland plays for the state Single-A football championship.
On a cold and windy morning here in the first Friday of December, the same Friday that welcomes in the state football championships in the state of Kentucky. Good morning, we should say, for the moment. James Carter, happy to have everyone along with us here on the Kool Sports Network, live from Lexington, Kentucky, high atop the press box here at Kroger Field, as the Raceland Rams get ready to square off against Sayre. The Rams come in with a record of 10-4, hoping that their fourth trip to the state championship turns to gold and not silver. For the Spartans of Lexington Sayre, they're 14-0 on the season. The only loss they've had in the last two seasons came last year in the round of 8 when Raceland knocked off Lexington Sayre down in Lexington 42-27 to end their season. We're going to have a new state champion in Class Single-A. Neither one of these two teams have ever won a state title. Raceland in season number 99. This is game 1034. A record of 606, 393, and 34 all time. For Lexington Sayre, their program started back in 2018 after being halted since the mid-'80s before they started football back up. They went 1-1 that year. Last two seasons, they were 12-1 last year. They're 14-0 here, looking for their first state crown under head coach Chad Pennington. A dandy that we've got lined up here for you this morning into the afternoon, and a beautiful morning other than being cold here in Lexington for the outcome of this game. We'll take our first break. We come back. We'll set the scene. We'll talk with head coach Mike Salmon, get our starting lineups, and get you ready for kickoff. Raceland and Sayre for the Class A state championship. Our coverage continues after this here on the Kool Sports Network.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Primary Plus is your home for quality, advanced, affordable health care, offering family health, OBGYN, counseling, dental, diabetes management, patient-centered medical, school-based health services, and a pharmacy. Primary Plus also offers the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary Plus with locations in Ashland, Vanceburg, South Shore, Grayson, Tollsboro, Maysville, Flemingsburg, and now in Moorhead. Online, primaryplus.net. For quality, advanced, affordable health care, come to Primary Plus. Again, online, primaryplus.net. Quality Marathon gasoline. Great monthly specials on snacks and beverages and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back here on Countdown to Kickoff on the Kool Sports Network, coming to you live from Kroger Field here in Lexington, Kentucky. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here this morning as we drift into the afternoon hours with a high noon kickoff between these two teams, looking for their first ever state championship. Raceland rolls in with a record of 10-4 on the season. Mike Salmon's in his 11th season. Took over after T.J. Maynard departed for Russell back in 2014. He poses a record of 106-42. However, his postseason record is 29-10. And to put that in perspective, Raceland all-time in the postseason, 46-42. The Rams made their first postseason appearance in 1975. They had only 4 trips into the postseason until 2002. And then things started to kind of pick up from there. The Rams made their first trip to Lexington in 2017. They fell to Beechwood in that game 41-0. They returned here 3 years ago, falling to Pikeville 41-9. They fell to Pikeville last year 21-0, hoping that the third consecutive trip is going to be the one that claims the gold and takes gold back home instead of a silver for the Rams here today. For Sayre, again, they're over the last 2 seasons, they are a total of 26-1. They lost last year to Raceland in a game that the Rams kind of went back and forth. It was a 14-14 ball game. They forced a turnover and then just started laying on Sayre. They ran the football 69 times for a total of 420 yards in that football game. In a rainy night that was just and very much just imposed their will in that football game for the winning effort. Today, Raceland rolls in with one of the top defenses in the entire state, as they have been stingy at best, especially in the rushing attack, giving up only 157 yards a game. They're averaging 78 on the ground, 76 through the air. They're going to face off against the top-rated quarterback in Class Single A in Luke Pennington. The senior headed to Dayton, second in the state in yards per game average, number 1 in the state in total yards at 2,720, and an astounding 50 touchdowns that he's thrown. Number 2 in the state, 26. He's doubled that number. He's thrown only 3 interceptions this year with his team. He was pretty efficient last week with the passes that he did complete. He went 10 of 20, but 3 of the 10 passes that he completed went for touchdowns, threw for 137 yards in the 35-14 win over Campbellsville. The Spartans took advantage of some very untimely turnovers and miscues by Campbellsville. And that's going to be a big thing here today, is which team can capitalize first on those costly turnovers to find a way to get a little bit of an upper leg in this one. Raceland would love nothing more than to go out and seize control of this game and just start leaning on you with long, sustained drives with runs. Raceland last week had a 16-play drive that resulted in no points. Their final drive of the game, 15 plays, 98 yards. They used up almost the entirety of the fourth quarter clock to get out of KCD with a 14-0 victory in a game that was not as close as what that score indicates. Raceland dominated that game. They just defensively did not allow KCD to do anything that it wanted to do here today. They're going to be tested a little bit different way, as obviously this is a team that wants to go through the air first, and then will try to run. Charlie Slayball will be the guy in the backfield that will try to control things from the rushing attack if they get that opportunity. Last week, he carried the ball 18 times for 112 yards and 2 touchdowns, but that is certainly not the way they like to go. For Raceland, though, they've got a stable of running backs, and Shannon Marucci has been the guy that shouldered the load. 11 touchdowns for the junior. His first career 100-yard rushing game last week, 24 carries, 143 yards. He'll be joined again by Aiden Cooper and Landon Bloss, who have been there all season long. Landon Stiltner appears to be a go for today, which will add a 4th piece to that rushing back stable. And then, of course, you can't forget about Jonah Arnett, the sophomore. He does a little bit of everything. Last week, 14 carries, 46 yards, a touchdown. He also caught a ball. He's totaled 10 touchdowns this season, 7 on the ground, 3 through the air. We'll see how things work with that. And then, of course, the sophomore quarterback of Jake Waller. He got QB1 status in the game at Newport Central Catholic and has been since then the guy that they've gone to. 1,399 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions, averaging just under 100 a game. But his game today is going to be managing everything they need to do on money downs. But more importantly, those running backs are going to be the guy that's going to determine the outcome in this contest. All right, let's step out for a break. We'll talk with head coach Mike Sammons when we return, and we'll get our starting lineups on the other side as we continue our coverage here on Countdown to Kickoff on the Kool Sports Network.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/findyourcareer.
Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Borders Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Borders Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Serving the communities of Raceland and Lexington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the Tri-State. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Back on Countdown to Kickoff on the Kool Sports Network, joined with Raceland head coach Mike Sammons. Coach, I walked in this room, I said, this little closet we've been in, I said, we've been here before, hoping for a different outcome this time.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully we're thankful to be here, number one, but I think having some familiarity with how things work in the pregame, because it is a little different, and how the expectations are. I think our guys are really tuned in to the task at hand. Maybe in the past, there's a sense of accomplishment getting here, and it is a big-time accomplishment to get here. That's not to downplay it, but I think our guys have tasted the silver enough. I think we're really hungry to go out today and put our best foot forward.
And you look on the other side of Sayre, their first ever trip here, and this is where you guys were 2017, and a lot of unfamiliarities when you get into a venue like this.
Yeah, just things you don't know, things you don't understand. You don't know what you don't know, and so we feel good about that, knowing where we knew where to go and where to be and what turn to make and what red light to be at and where we need to be and when we need to be there and what we can push the envelope on, honestly, and what we can't, because there's some guidelines here that's a little different when you play at home. You kind of make your own schedule. So, yeah, I mean, hopefully having the experience will be beneficial for us today.
What's practice like this week, preparation for the team, kind of business as usual, or just kind of that sense of urgency of, hey, this is the last, especially for these 9 seniors who are going to play today?
Yeah, I think our guys have just been so tuned in all year. If I could bottle it up and try to replicate it, or done it for the previous 10 years or the next 10 years, about just how consistent we've been in our approach, it's been really special. I think that maybe goes from having no egos and having a lot of selfless team first guys. But I think we had a little pep in our step. They know what's at stake here. This is a finale. So our guys have been, introduced the game plan Monday, practice it Tuesday with some mess ups, practice Wednesday with a few less mess ups, polish it up Thursday. I think our guys are excited to get the game day, and you came to the locker room, a bunch of loose guys ready to go.
Last week, it was a very difficult prep, simply because of the flex bone that KCD ran. This is not quite like that. I mean, you're going to get a lot of motion from just about every single play, but you know what they want to do. They want to throw the football first.
Yeah, I mean, every week has its own challenges, right? I mean, sometimes the best players are on the line of scrimmage. Sometimes they're standing up. Sometimes they're close to the ball. Sometimes they're far away. And sometimes they move all around. And so today will be the latter. They're going to move their guys all around and try to create space. That's what offense is about, trying to create space for your guys, and whether you can create it with your feet or with your alignment or with the movement of the ball. That's what it's about. And so, they're going to do some things. I think we have some familiarity, knowing that, again, we've lined up against them in the past, at least one time. You never know. I always say it's a series adjustment. You never know offensively and defensively, exactly how fast people move, or you can try to simulate that in practice. And I've told you before, I run our scout team, but sometimes we're just not as good as the other team. And so, we'll have that adjustment period. But I feel like, our guys will match up. And, again, our best players have to make the biggest plays today. And our best position group is on the line of scrimmage. And we expect big things from those guys today.
Looking at your schedule this year, who's a team that you go back and look and say, this is where we kind of try to compare what Sayre does offensively with the heavy passing attack?
Yeah, tough call there. Maybe in a way, possibly Ashland, but maybe even more so Fort Thomas Highlands. I think I don't know that their quarterback for Sayre is as dynamic as the guy from Highlands, particularly with his feet. But as far as having the weapons, I think that's kind of the similarities. Highlands had a real good receiver, number 14. He's comparable to number 2 from Sayre. But then they have some auxiliary pieces that are similar too. And so you just try to compare the best you can. They're going to complete some balls. We know that, and that's fine. You have to rally to them and tackle them. We got to try to eliminate explosives. We got to try to pressure the quarterback. And we've talked before. It's not about always sacking him. It's about getting him off his launch point, getting him uncomfortable, getting him on the run, getting him step up in the pocket when you don't want to, or step out of the pocket when you don't want to. Those type of things, and anything that can throw off his launch point, that's pass rush. It's just not necessarily how many times you get the guy on the ground. And so, our guys up front, I think, are really tuned into that. We're going to try to take advantage of some matchups that we feel good about, and put our best foot forward this afternoon.
Campbellsville last week held him 10 of 20, but 10 of those completions, 3 went for touchdowns, and one was a big one that he faked the run and got a guy to bite, and it was an easy pass after the top. How big is it to keep the football in front of you against these receivers today?
Yeah, I just said earlier, we can't, we got to try to minimize. I hate to say eliminate because one of them don't beat you, but you got to try to minimize explosives, and they are explosive. If they get behind us, we're not catching them. If we get behind them, they could catch us, but we are not catching them, particularly number 2 in the pass game. And so, we want to be aggressive. We want to make sure that we're in a position to be in and make a play on the ball. So I think a lot of their explosives comes from maybe some unsoundness or maybe some bad eye discipline. Of course, I talked about eye discipline last week as a big deal in the flex bone, not necessarily looking for the ball. And we got to make sure that we don't get caught looking at the quarterback eyes, and that we got to make sure we get caught reading routes and have good eye discipline when the ball's out and the ball's in the air. We got to go and play on it.
Your best defense today is your offense. Is to keep them grounded, is keep them on the sideline, and being able to line up and run the football 10, 12, 14 play drives, but they have to result in points. How big is that?
Yeah, the old Addie's best defense is a good offense. We feel like we are built for playoff football. You got to A, stop the run, and B, be able to run the ball, and in the process, don't turn it over. I think the culmination of body blows, those physical type plays, really wear on teams over time. And I think that was indicative last week, and even maybe 2 weeks ago when it was 7-0 at halftime. But then over the course of the next 24 minutes, it was just like an avalanche coming at you. And so that's one of our big keys today for us to be able to stay on the field, convert third downs, and then when we get in the orange zone, the ball's got to go through the end zone.
You look at the way this game plays out. You go back to the way they played last year. It was a shootout the first 2 possessions, and then you guys get a stop off of turnover, and then you really kind of grinded things out. How big is it today of just stay the course? A quick score doesn't beat you. You just have to answer the bell each time that it goes up.
Yeah, we're a 48-minute team. That's kind of how we're built. I think the last couple of weeks having some early momentum has helped us maybe get a little comfortable playing out in front, so to speak. But if we need to play from behind, that's no big deal. We want to make sure we start fast. I do feel like we need to make them drive the ball, going back to explosives. I don't know that they've had 15-play drives on the season. We had a 16-play drive last week and actually ended up in 0 points. And so we also had a big play drive, big number of plays in the game that did end up in a touchdown. So I think that's the big thing, is make sure that we make them try to work and don't get behind us and don't give explosives and don't have missed tackles and missed assignments. And when we get the ball, I really feel like we can.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa.
Kurt Robinson Insurance, 1114 Belfont Road, Flatwoods. Your State Farm agent, offering auto, home and property, life and health insurance, plus banking products, annuities, and mutual funds. See Kurt Robinson Insurance, your State Farm agent, at 1114 Belfont Road in Flatwoods. Phone 606-836-3011. State Farm agent Kurt Robinson, 836-3011.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their number one priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive. Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties.
General Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud supplier of York Heating and Cooling products, has been the region's most trusted heating and cooling service provider for 55 years. Jack, JR, Will, and Wes Patterson are 3 generations of company owners who grew up, live in, and truly care about our community, spending their lives serving the heating and cooling needs of our region. If you're having heating trouble, go with a company with a proven track record of providing friendly, fast, accurate, and affordable service. Call General Heating and Air Conditioning Incorporated, a company you can trust since 1968.
Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth, James Carter, happy to have you along with us here this afternoon as we welcome you into the Class Single A State Football Championship against the 10-4 Raceland Rams, the 14-0 Sayre Spartans. First ever championship going home with one of these two teams here today. Our officials are brought to you in part by Tri-State Ophthalmology for expert eye care as well as LASIK eye surgery. See the great folks at Tri-State Ophthalmology. Our referee is Nathan Francis. Our umpire is Lauren Frazier. Linesman is Brian Alsip. Line judge Perry Colley. Back judge Matt Bell. Side judge Jeff Porter. And our field judge is Chad Ahart. Sayre won the toss. They won the football. So the Rams will kick off, working it left to right, and guys there high atop the press box at Kroger Field. As at the 40 near side hash mark is Jacob Waller, a little pooch kick to the far side. It is fielded there, and trying to push forward and get a little bit for the Spartans was Caden Jones, but the Rams play it nicely downfield. And the Spartans will take over at their own 32-yard line. Our weather today is brought to you in part by Dyer's Big Sandy of Grayson and Big Sandy Superstores of the Tri-State. Sunny and cold, high of about 27 today with a little bit of a breeze throughout the day. Luke Pennington on first down and 10. The high snap. Slings it out near sideline Kaufman. Kaufman makes the grab, gets tripped up, surges forward across the 35. He'll get out to the 37 on a gain of 5. Kaufman had committed to Ohio University, then flipped and changed to the University of Louisville last week. He comes in with 89 catches, 1,387 yards, 24 touchdowns. He leads the state in yards per game, total yards, and touchdowns, averaging just under 100 a contest. Pennington on second down and 5. Moves Slayball in motion. The high snap, swings it out to Slayball on the far side flat. Slayball gets upended, but he'll get across the 40. They'll take him out to the 43 to 44-yard line, a gain of 7, and it's a first down and 10 for the Spartans. The Sayre team comes in averaging 322.5 yards a game. First in the state in points scored at 44.4. First in the state in points allowed, 5.6. Just over 200 yards a game through the air, 121 on the ground. On the other side, Raceland giving up a stingy 157 total yards of offense. 78.5 on the ground, 76.5 on through the air, and all of a sudden the Spartans are having to burn a timeout early in this football game with 10:30 to play here in the opening frame. And from their getting ready to be their third play from scrimmage, having to burn their first timeout here in the contest. All touchdowns for the Rams today have been sponsored by all season long, as well as today by the great folks at Britt Roark Nationwide Insurance with offices in Grayson and Flatwoods. All Raceland first downs brought to you apart by Ram Pharmacy, located there on Green Avenue in Raceland. Ram Pharmacy, your friend for life. And all trips inside the Orange Zone today is brought to you apart by DSI and Ron Keaton. His specialty tees are located right across the street from the high school. Go see him for all of your Raceland gear. This game's also brought to you apart by Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. For all your insurance needs, see Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance. By Pure Point Auto, located on Ashland Road in Greenup. By the Grayson Funeral Home, Jason Greer, attorney at law, and the Sparks Funeral Home. Big hello to all of our fans listening in, whether you're tuned in with us on Kool 105.7 FM or located with us here on YouTube on Kool TV on an audio-only broadcast. Happy to have everybody with us here this afternoon. And here's the difference right now that Spartans, they come out of their timeout, they want to go quickly, and they are learning the meaning of the red hat, the action here, because there's a timer because of the TV game that is being broadcast, that they take a break and it sets the time of when you get to go. So they broke the huddle, rushed up to the football, and the official standing over the ball says, guys, you got to wait. We don't have clearance yet because that red hat is still on the field. 3 receivers wide to the right this time for Pennington from the gun on first down and 10. They'll sling it out near sideline. They've got their man there. As again, they get this one out to Slayball. And right now, just swing passes absolutely gouging the Rams' defense as they'll get it down to the 44-yard line on a gain of 12. And a second first down of the ball game for the high-powered offensive Spartans as they take it down inside of Raceland territory. 2 minutes will be gone on this snap. Braxton and Kaufman go to the wide side of the field. Slayball in the backfield with Pennington as he'll move one man into an offset H-back now. High snap. They give it off to Slayball, and that's going nowhere. Snuffing it out quickly. That was Lyndon Salmons on a loss of 2 as he'll take him back to the 46. Salmons, 15 tackles for loss this season. And that kind of looked like a little bit of what last year was when these two teams hooked up in Lexington. Raceland last year allowed a -4 rushing yards on 10 carries. Right now, the Spartans, 22 total yards, 24 of those have gone through the air. Play ball and a pistol, with Pennington moving a man from left to right. The high snap, they give the slay ball right up the gut, and Landon Sammons beats him again. Logan Lockwood was right there, no gain on the play. Third down and long coming up. It'll be third down and 11. So 3rd and 11 coming up. Raceland very stingy on third down conversions this season, 23.9% of the time, 34 of 142. The Spartans need the Raceland 34 to move the sticks. 3 receivers wide to the left. Caden Jones in the backfield. Play action. Pennington fires. Far sideline. Got Kaufman there who makes the catch. Was he in bounds is the question. They're going to say he was as he was driven out of bounds in the Raceland sideline at the 30-yard line. A gain of 16 and a big pickup there on third down as Brock Kaufman gets past the marker to gain and takes it down to the Raceland 30. Austin McKee making the big stop there. But the Dayton commit hooks up with the Louisville commit and rifles it out quickly. And Pennington 4 for 4 to start this football game, and the Spartans knocking on the red zone door here on 1st down and 10 from the Rams 30. 3 receivers wide to the right now. Jones in the backfield. The high snap. They swing it out into the slot. That's Kaufman. Right above the SEC logo inside the 25. Will take him down to the 22 on a gain of 7. Second down 3 for the Spartans. 8 plays coming up on this snap here. Good sustained drive for the Spartans after converting on 1 third down and long after the Rams got them behind the sticks. Play ball Kaufman and Braxton wide to the left. An attached tight end right. Rams with 3 hats across the line. Outside blitz coming. Pennington going back toward the end zone. They were looking for Kaufman. He gets hung up there with Arnett at the goal line, and it's going to be pass interference against the Rams. So that'll take the football at the distance to the goal. So it'll take it down to the 12-yard line and make it 1st down and 10. Just shy of the 11. Actually, now they've moved it up to the 11. So 1st and goal, or so 1st down and 10. They can still get a 1st down by converting at the 1. Jones stays in the backfield. Pennington moves a man from left to right. That's Braxton. The snap comes near sideline, has his man there. As that just tied in of Connor Evans, and Evans gets driven out of bounds on the near sideline at the just shy of the goal line. It'll be 1st and goal. So great drive for the Spartans here, coming up on their 10th play of the drive. Ball at the 1-yard line, near side hash mark. 7:25 on arrested clock here in the first frame. Slay ball in a wildcat look now. They give it to him. He comes off the near sideline, and Alex Headley drops him short of the goal line. And it's no secret that Raceland is not going to give up anything on the ground. But right now, the Spartans have pretty much done everything they've wanted to do through the air. Pennington 6 of 6 for 57 yards. So 2nd and goal. Pennington returns to the field this time. They'll go back into a usual huddle before they break forward. Kaufman and Braxton go out to the left on the wide side of the field. Kaufman stands behind Pennington. Play clock is at 2. They're not going to get this one away. They're going to have to burn their second time out. So the Spartans burned their second time out here in the first quarter. They face second down and goal from right at the 1. We'll step out for a break. We return to Lexington after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Starr, happy to have you along with us here. 6:38 to play in the opening quarter. And Sayre facing second down and goal from the ball inside the 1-yard line. Spartans have driven 67 yards already. Looking for the 68th and an early score here in this Class Single A state championship game. Pennington will put Slayball in his right pocket from the gun. Looking out right, has his man at the goal line. That's Kaufman who makes the in route catch. And the Spartans score first, 6-0, with 6:34 to play here in the opening quarter. Eleven plays, 68 yards. Most of that through the air. Extra point is down. It's up. And it's good. Gannon Rice makes it 7-0 with 6:34 to play here in the opening quarter. As the Spartans go right down the field. They converted on a 3rd down and 11 after attempting a pair of runs that did not go anywhere. And then they go right back to the passing attack with no issues whatsoever. Pennington 7 of 7, 58 yards. The touchdown there to Brock Kaufman is Kaufman's 25th of the season. Pennington throwing his 51st. And the Rams find themselves trailing here 7-0. Kickoff man, Emmanuel Arms, trying to find his spot that he wants to go to. Back deep for the Rams. Parker Eisen and Jackson Reister. Emmanuel from the 40 on the near side. Now he changes his positioning. He's going to go toward the far side. Emmanuel takes his kick, a little pooch kick. And Eisen picks it up and is met quickly downfield by Jackson Stewart. Let's see where the Rams will get the football. It'll be inside the 25. Looks like they're going to put it right at the 23. And that's where Raceland will have the football to start their first offensive possession. Here comes Jake Waller. He'll start with Aiden Cooper in the backfield and a offset H-back of Shannon Marucci. To give to Cooper. Cooper right up the gut across the 25. Pyle still driving forward, and he's going to get out near the 30. Great run there by the Rams to start things off. I believe they're going to take him to the 29, and that's where they'll go on a gain of 6. Cooper on the season, 57 carries for 393 yards, 5 touchdowns, 10 for 39 last week. He rushed for over 100 yards in his first time in his career 2 weeks ago in the win over Hazard. We'll stay in the same set, just switch the sides. They'll give it back to Cooper again. He'll tiptoe into the hole across the 30, out across the 31 to the 32. So gain of 3, making it a 3rd down and 1. Raceland 43.8% on 3rd down conversions this season, 63 of 144. Ball in the near side hash mark, 5.5 to play, down 7-0. Rams go into a wild Ram look this time with Marucci in the backfield. He's going to follow his big lineman off to the right side. He's got a big hole, and down the sideline he goes. Marucci's into midfield, across midfield, and down inside of Spartan territory. And the big running back of Shannon Marucci moves the sticks in a Ram Pharmacy first down. He'll step out at the 41-yard line. A 27-yard scamper there from Marucci. His longest run of the season. Here's Arnett this time. Arnett's going to get blown up in the backfield as Hudson Ward stuffed that one out for a loss. And it's a loss of 4 and makes it 2nd down and 14. 7-0 our score. Sayre in front after driving right down the field. 11 plays, 68 yards, 5 minutes and 19 seconds. And now the Rams behind the sticks. Double barrel shotgun this time for Waller on 2nd down. This one's off to Stiltner. Stiltner comes back inside. He's met immediately in the hole by Pierre Hoffman. 3rd down and long for the Rams. Did not play last week. They'll give him a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 11. Rams have already converted 1 3rd down on this drive. They need the Spartans 31 to move the sticks. They're at their 42. Empty set for Jake Waller. 3 receivers, boundary right, 2 to the left. 3 hats across the line for the Spartans. Waller to throw on 3rd down. Steps up in the pocket, has plenty of room, cuts it back near sideline, lowers his shoulder, and they'll push him across and move the sticks as he gets down to the 30. And what a big 1st down conversion there by the sophomore quarterback. And a Ram Pharmacy 1st down for Jake Waller. Gain of 12 on the play. Waller may come in, had 3 rushing touchdowns on the season, including the first score last week down at KCD on a 3-yard plunge over top of the pile. Rams go in the T formation this time. Arnett, Marucci, and Bloss in the backfield. Handoff Marucci. Marucci sheds a tackle, cuts back inside, and spins down to the 25 on a gain of 5, 2nd down and 5. Nice drive here for the Rams, trying to answer the 7 points from the Spartans. This will be their 8th play of the drive coming up. Driving right to left here inside of 3 minutes to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Spartans. Rams knocking on the orange zone door. Same formation, the T formation for the Rams on the near side hash mark. 6 hats across the line for the Spartans. The dive to Marucci right at the gut. He's hit immediately after falling forward for a couple. Hudson Ward making the stop for the Spartans. They'll give him the 23 on a gain of 2. It's 3rd down and 2. 3rd down and 3. Raceland 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions today. They need the 20 for the Spartans to move the sticks. Inside of 2 to go on this snap. Rams stay in the T formation. Lyndon Salmon's in between Marucci and Arnett now. They give to Marucci. Marucci dives off the right edge. He's going to be short of the marker to gain. They'll get him to the 21. It'll be 4th down and 1 coming up. And the Rams lining up to go for it. 63% of the time this season they've converted on fourth down. And a timeout requested by Raceland here with a minute 16 to go, right before Jake Waller snapped that football. We'll use a TV timeout as well. We'll step out as well. 7-0 our score. 1:16 to play in the first. We're back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa. Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive.
7-0 Sayre leading Raceland with 1:16 to play in the opening quarters. We welcome you back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. 4th and 1 coming up for the Rams. Raceland has burned its first timeout of the ball game. Sayre has already used 2 here in the first quarter, including their first one on their 3rd snap of the ball game. Again, everybody's ready to go, but except for the Red Hat, who is just now starting to trickle off the field from the far end zone. This is your bigs on bigs right here. They've got big Isaac Horsley in there at right guard. 4 down linemen for the Spartans. The take to give to Marucci. Marucci has first down yardage and more as he dives off the left edge and gets inside the DSI orange zone. And the Rams convert on 4th down to make it first down and 10. They'll take him down to the 17 on a gain of 4. Raceland has snapped the ball 10 times on this drive. All 10 of those have been runs. Rams go into the wild ram this time. It's Arnett in the backfield. Rolling off to the right side. Cuts back to the outside. Gets inside the 15 down near the 11. So a good run there by Jonah Arnett on a gain of 6. Makes it 2nd down and 4. We got a load of my good buddy back home. Dave Anderson tuned in, as well as Dickie Martin listening. Hope you guys are enjoying the afternoon and hopefully calling a golden win for the Rams here today. 2nd and 4. Marucci goes to the head of the wild ram this time. Far side hash mark. Marucci surveys. Lowers his shoulder. He'll push forward down to the 10. They'll get him down to the 9 on a gain of 2. So 3rd and 2 coming up. Raceland 2 for 3 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This will be the 13th play of the drive, but that'll take us to the end of quarter number 1. 7-0 Sayre. We go 3rd and 2 for the Rams when we return to Lexington after this on the Kool Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
7-0 our score. Sayre leading Raceland as we go to quarter number 2, and we welcome you back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Collier, happy to have you along with us here today on this first Friday in December. Third consecutive trip to the title game for the Rams, number 4, looking for the first ever golden trophy to head back home. Again, season number 99 for the Rams, started back in 1926. They had a record of 2-4-1 under head coach Leroy Harmon. Their third game of the season was a victory. They won 12-0 over Fullerton. And now trying to find their first ever state title game. Third down and 2 from the 9 for the Rams. Hand off Marucci on a dive right up the gut. And he should move the sticks. Let's see what they will, I believe. They'll go ahead and move the sticks. And it's a Ram Pharmacy first down. They'll take him down to the 7-yard line and make it first down and goal. So in between the 6 and the 7, they spot the football on the near side hash mark. Raceland trying to answer Sayre's opening drive of 11 plays, 68 yards. This will be snap number 14 coming up on this one. Here's Waller handing off to Arnett. Arnett gets stuffed in the hole as he goes off left edge. Charlie Slayball and Harrison Phillips there to make the stop, second and goal. No gain on the play. Second and goal of the 6. And now they actually will move him up just to the 6-yard line, so about a half of a yard gain. Right between the hashes for Waller. Bloss, Sammons, and Arnett. Pitch to Arnett, trying to get the outside edge. And he gets caught from behind at the 5. John Luke Minor. It's going to be first and goal. So inside the 5 down to the 4, a gain of 2. It's third and goal from the 4-yard line. 16th play coming up on this snap. Waller crawls up under center, gives it off to Arnett. Arnett tries to work off left edge and does not get there. Oh, carried by Arnett. So a gain of 2 makes it fourth and goal from the 2. This is the 17th play of the drive for the Rams coming up here. They've converted 1 fourth down already in this drive. Double stack with Waller under center. It's a reverse. Arnett wants to throw. Got a man wide open on the inside of the zone. That's Jackson Reister for the 6th. And the Rams answer. Arnett tosses the little reverse, and Jackson Reister was wide open on the near side. Reister holds in his 4th touchdown of the ball of the season, and the Rams an extra point away from evening things at 7 here with 9:43 to play in the opening half. Waller out for the extra point attempt. It is up. And it's no good. It's wide right. Waller has had issues at times with the kicking as that one misses wide right, and the Spartans continue to lead now 7-6. But what a drive there with the Rams on a Brent Rohrig Nationwide Insurance touchdown on the pass from Jonah Arnett to Jackson Reister. That drive, 17 plays, 77 yards, 8 minutes, 48 seconds. And the touchdown goes 2 yards from Arnett to Reister. And we've got ourselves a ball game here with the Rams trailing 7-6. How the defense get a stop is going to be the big question. Barnett's first pass of the season, by the way. Braxton and Jones back deep to return. Waller has it teed up on the far side 40 in a sun-drenched field here in Lexington. A little squid kick that goes down the hash marks and fielded by an up back. That was the tight end, Connor Evans, and the Spartans will take over at the 40. First down and 10 for the Spartans, leading 7-6, 9:37 to play in the half. Driving right to left are the Spartans here on their second possession of the ball game. So we've played right now 14 minutes, and we've had a possession each way. Pennington from the gun, two receivers wide to the left, one to the right, with the ball in his right pocket. On first down and 10. Wants to throw, looks right, fires it right, has his man there. As is, the question is, the catch made. They're going to say it is. Camonte Braxton hauls it in on a little out route to the far sideline. They'll take it out to the Spartans' 46-yard line on a gain of 6. They are now 8 of 8 through the passing game. 64 yards for Luke Pennington. He has so far looked like he's throwing on air. He has hit every pass that he wants to throw here today. Moves a man in motion. That's Kaufman from the left to the right. Three hats across the line for the Rams. Pennington fires across the seam, and that ball is off. Jonah Arnett make a beat on it and picks it off at the 45. Arnett gets his third interception of the season, only the fourth thrown from Luke Pennington, and the Rams take over near midfield. Arnett with a perfect read on that football, and he ran through the receiver trying to make the catch. And the Rams will take over at the 46-yard line of their own with 8:50 to play here in the opening half. This is where Raceland has to find points on the other end and then just keep leaning on this Spartans team. Marucci filled with Jake Waller in a twin set between the hash marks to give to Marucci. Marucci turns, comes up the middle, and he's met there in the hole by Pierre Kaufman, the senior defensive end. Charlie Slayball, the linebacker, also coming downhill as well. No gain on the play. Second down and 10. Excuse me, gain of 2 on the play. They put him back at the 44 on the original play on the interception. Here's Stiltner trying to bounce it to the outside. Does get the edge. He's down across midfield. Slips the tackle, 45 down the sideline. He goes, and he's tripped up from behind. He's down inside the 30. Welcome back to the game, Mr. Stiltner. Tight-roping the sideline. They're going to take him down to the 26-yard line, a 26-yard scamper for the sophomore. And a Ram Pharmacy first down. Stiltner missed a large collection of games this season due to the broken foot that he was dealing with. Good to see him back out there. Here's Aiden Cooper. Slips through the left edge. Ball squirts out at the end. It's already down. As he's down just shy of the 20. Sayre thinking that it's a fumble. He was on the turf, and the ball squirts out. So a gain of 4 on the play. Makes it second down and 6. 7.5 to play on a rolling clock. Here in the opening half of play, Raceland gets a big turnover on the Jonah Arnett interception. And the Rams driving here looking to take the lead, trailing 7-6. There's Marucci on a dive, cuts back right, up the seams. He goes inside the DSI orange zone down to the 17. So a gain of 5 makes it 3rd and 1. Raceland 3 of 4 on third down conversions in this football game. Raceland has snapped the football 20 times on the ground. They've thrown it one time. 3rd down and 1. They go to the tee. Hand off Arnett. First down yardage and a little bit more as he gets downhill inside the 15 to the 13. That's a gain of 3. And a Ram Pharmacy first down. Gain of 3. 2nd and 7, 13. I got to get 4. 6:20 to go. Raceland driving, looking for the lead. Down 7-6. The Arnett interception has the Rams on the move. Will sling it out far sideline. That's Rousey with a quick out on the far sideline next to his bench. Caden Jones makes the stop. They lost the yard on the play. So back to the 14 on a loss of third and 8. Waller wants to throw. Zips it out near sideline. Arnett, little shimmy shake. Just shy of the 10. It'll be down to the 11, and it'll be 4th down. Down to the 11. Fourth down coming up. And let's see if Raceland's going to burn a timeout, and it will. So another big 4th down conversion coming up for the Rams. And we'll step out for a quick break as well. 5:25 to play in a half. Back after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Will Patterson, president of General Heating and Air Conditioning. I started working in our service department way back in 1987. Today, I still spend the majority of my time running service calls and helping our customers. I truly believe that great service is the heart of General Heating, and it drives all that we do. So, if you're having heating or cooling trouble and want fast, accurate, and affordable service, give us a call. We've been doing it for more than 55 years. General Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud supplier of York heating cooling products and a company you can trust since 1968.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. As it'll be 4th down and 5 coming up. The Rams are going to line up for a field goal from the near side hash mark, from the 18-yard line. Ball is down, kick is up, and is good. So Jake Waller hits his 2nd field goal of the season. This one a 28-yarder, and Raceland grabs the lead 9-7 with 5:22 to play in the opening half. Right, 5:22 to go. So again, a big drive by the Rams. 9 plays, 46 yards, but they find points off of the turnover and they grab their first ever lead in a state championship game in the 4 trips that they've made to Lexington. And the big thing here is if Raceland can find a way to get a stop on this drive, they've got an opportunity to do something big on a 2-for-1 because the Rams get the football to start the second half. So 9-7, they lead it. 5:22 to play in the opening half. Waller hits a low line drive kick. Scooped up at the 20. And a big hit there by Landon Bloss as Camonte Braxton got leveled from behind before he can get his feet moving downhill just inside the 40. They'll put him out to the 37. Driving right to left are the Spartans, trailing 9-7. Pennington, 2 receivers wide to the right with Slayball in the backfield. Flings it out far side. That's Kaufman. Kaufman trying to get the edge and gets dragged out of bounds. A late flag comes in. It was a face mask. The two enforcing officials that should have been there did not throw the flag. The one that came in was about 25 yards down the field, but it is the correct call. It is a face mask. Mike Salmon's out there to plead his case. We'll take him out to the 44. And then a 15-yard penalty added on the backside of that. We'll take first and 10, Sayre, the base of 41. Sayre down to the Raceland 41-yard line. 9-7 Raceland, 5 minutes exactly to go here in the opening half. Kaufman moves in motion left to right. 2 receivers left for Pennington. Gives this one off the Slayball, tiptoeing to the outside edge. Landon Goodall is there, as well as Max Burton, who drives him out of bounds. A gain of 1 on the play, 2nd down and 9. So that takes Slayball now to a -1 yards rushing. Both teams scored on their opening drives. Raceland got the interception of Sayre and then ended up settling for a field goal on the other end on the backside of a 9-play drive. 2nd down and 9 from the far hash mark for Pennington in a pistol look. 3 receivers wide to the left. Slayball moves in motion. Pennington swings it out to Slayball on the near side flat, and he gets upended shy of the 35. Jonah Arnett coming downhill, making the stop. It'll be 3rd down coming up. And the tackle by Jonah Arnett. They're going to take him down at the 36, so a gain of 4 on the play makes it 3rd down and 5. 4:25 to go here in the opening half of play. Pennington will have a twin set this time. Boundary left. 2 high safeties for the Rams. Slayball in his right pocket. He'll zip it out near side. That's Kaufman who makes it, but he's going to be short. He's at the 32. They needed the 31. So a gain of 4 makes it 4th and 1 for the Spartans, and they don't hesitate. They're going to line up quickly and want to go for it. Pennington jumps under center, trying to get the Rams to jump. Nothing happens there. 3:50 to play here in the open half. Luke Pennington turns and looks to his dad, Chad Pennington, the 11-year NFL veteran and the pride of Marshall University. Play clock is at 10, and the Spartans may burn their final timeout here in the first half to talk this one over, and I think that's what they're going to do. Now, they have an opportunity to kick a field goal here. This would be about a 49-yarder, and their kicker has that ability. The question is do you want to go at the best defense in the state rushing when you've had very little success thus far rushing the football. So a big fourth down play coming up here for the Spartans. Raceland so far in the football game, 123 yards of offense. Sayre with 78. Raceland has been big on lay downs. 4 of 6 on third downs, 1 of 1 on fourth down. So Raceland and Sayre traded scores on their opening drive. Sayre scored first. Raceland answered, missed the extra point. On the second series for the Spartans, Jonah Barnett off the football. The Rams go down. They settle for a field goal, 28-yarder for Jake Waller. And where we currently stand, 9-7 with 3:30 to play in the opening half. And a big fourth down conversion coming up here for the Sayre Spartans. Like I said, if the Rams can get this stop here and get the football back, we'll have about 3:25 and 2 timeouts. Plus they get the football on the other side of the halftime break. This would be huge to get a stop here on this one. Pennington talking to his guys, setting up this fourth down play as he breaks the huddle. Right to left on Ridge Field here in Lexington. 2 receivers each way with Slave Ball in his left pocket, out wide. Fourth down and 1. Pitt's going to throw for it. Looks right, throws right, incomplete. He was trying to go to Kaufman and sent it well wide of Kaufman on a quick out route, and the Rams defense forces a turnover on downs here with 3:26 to go in the opening half. Pennington slings his first incompletion of the ball game, and the Rams will take over on their own 32, leading 9-7. Any points this point forward would be more points than the Rams have ever scored here in Lexington. They have never led here until today in their 3 previous meetings, being shut out twice, once to Beechwood in 17, last year to Pikeville 21-0. Double-barrel shotgun look for Waller. Stiltner and Marucci. They give it off to Stiltner following Marucci, trying to bounce it to the outside edge. Does so. He finally gets hit in the hole. That's Charlie Slayball coming downhill. And Stiltner picks up maybe 1 or 2, depending on the spot. They're going to take him out for a gain of 1 to the 33-yard line. And the most important thing here for the Rams is, even if you don't get points here, milk out this final 3 minutes and go to the locker room, and then you get the football on the other side. And as we talked about in pregame, the best defense here is a good offense. Keeping that Pennington offensive-led attack on the sideline. Here's Marucci crawling down the far sideline seam. He'll get out to the 39 on a gain of 6. Marucci in this football game quickly tallying his numbers up. 10 carries for 57 yards. He's averaging nearly 6 a carry. So 3rd down and 3 for the Rams. 2:20 to go. They can take this one inside of 2 minutes on the snap. Getting Cooper in the backfield and a twin set for Jake Waller. 3 down linemen for the Spartans, who are showing blitz. And a bad snap. Waller gets on it, but he's going to get snuffed back at the 30. So the Rams avoid the disaster there, but they're going to have to kick this one away. So instead of the 3rd down conversion, the Rams are going to lose back to the 30-yard line on a loss of 9. And make it 4th and 12. Let's see if Mike Samuels is going to burn his timeout here, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's going to be able to take this down to 1:21, and he'll burn the timeout here before they kick this one away. We're getting ready to get our first punt of the football game. Raceland on the season have punted the ball 34 times, averaging 33.1 per kick. Jake Waller will do the kicking duties. Last week down at KCD, Raceland kicked the football 4 times, average of 27.8. And this is one that I would be surprised if it's anywhere in the field to be returned. Again, the electric play abilities of this Spartans offense and the kicking return team that you see between Brock Kaufman, Kamante Braxton, and Caden Jones. And when I talked with Coach Sammons in pregame, and one of the things he talked about, he said that this is a team that if they get behind us, we can't catch them. If we get past them, they can catch us. And that's just understanding you've got electric play guys on the field that you have to be able to try to slow down at all costs. And you can't allow them to get that big, explosive play that flips the momentum of this game, especially going into halftime. Sayre's got 1:21. They're out of timeouts when they get this football back. So they're going to have roughly about a minute 15, minute 16, depending on how the kick goes down. But this is where Jake Waller's got to dial up his best kick of the year. And the botched snap is going to haunt the Rams on this one, the moment when they were facing 3rd and 3, and instead have to turn it over with a kick. So Kaufman backpedaling. Waller didn't get a very good one. We'll get a Raceland bounce, though, across the 35, and they'll down it at the 34. 36 yards on the kick, a minute 10 to go, with no timeouts for the Spartans from their own 36. Down 9-7 here in the first half of play. Raceland trying to interrupt Spartans' second consecutive perfect season. Pennington with a double-barrel shotgun look. Pressure coming off the edge. Gets hit as he throws. He gets it out to Kaufman, who makes the catch inside the 45. Arnett was immediately there. But Pennington got dumped as soon as he turned that one loose. As Alex Hadley got to the quarterback, he'll get him out to the 44 on a gain of 8. Pennington wants to throw. Going down the seam. He's got Kaufman, who was wide open as Arnett slipped. And then Kaufman nearly gets it down the field wide open, and that quickly they've got it down near the Rams' 20. Shannon Marucci just saved 6. And Pennington will clock the ball as that last play went down to the 22 on a gain of 34 yards, excuse me. So the clock's rested with 42 seconds to play in the opening half. And from the 23-yard line, I've actually backed it up a yard now, so. So second down and 10. Pennington rolling out right, pressure coming off the edge, is coming back near sideline. He's got his man there who makes the grab. That's Slayball, who got down the near sideline, and it's first down and goal, but there's a penalty marker in front of the Sayre bench. Let's see what we get on the backside of this. For the moment, it's a first down and goal for the Spartans, but there's a penalty marker on the near sideline. So they're going to get a personal foul against Raceland. So they'll take it down to the 5 on the play. Then the penalty makes it first and goal from the 2. Pennington wants to throw. Brings it near sideline, and it is caught by Brock Kaufman. 25 seconds to go before halftime, and the Spartans regain the lead. It's 13-9. just methodically right down the field. And Kaufman catching his second touchdown of the ball game. And just a gut punch there for the Rams, who had it, everything going the way they wanted it, and something about this end zone has been just an absolute thorn in the side of the Rams for all 4 trips that they've come to this place. Extra point try is up and is true, and the Spartans make it 14-9. In Pennington, 15 of 18, 140 yards. Kaufman, 9 catches for 83 yards and 2 touchdowns. But a very quick drive there by the Spartans. 5 plays, 64 yards, 44 seconds. Now the Rams have to try to decide, do they do anything quick here? No timeouts remaining either side. Raceland will get the football to start the second half. The pooch kick comes near side. Landon Bloss will field it and fall forward down to the 32. So how big does the botched snap on the 3rd down and 3 play turn out to be for the Rams after losing 9.5 to punt it? They punted it away, and the Spartans march methodically right down the field with very little against them whatsoever. And the Rams are just going to take a knee and take it to the locker room. 14-9, our score at the half. Halftime show when we return after this here on the Kool Sports Network.
Quality Marathon Gasoline. Great monthly specials on snacks and beverages and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return. Refresh. Refuel. Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties. Primary Plus is your home for quality, advanced, affordable health care, offering family health, OBGYN, counseling, dental, diabetes management, patient-centered medical home, school-based health services, and a pharmacy. Primary Plus also offers the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary Plus for locations in Ashland, Vanceburg, South Shore, Grayson, Tollsboro, Maysville, Flemingsburg, and now in Moorhead. Online, primaryplus.net. For quality, advanced, affordable health care, come to Primary Plus. Again, online, primaryplus.net.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world's tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here in Lexington at Kroger Field in the Class Single A State Championship game. Sayre finds points going into the locker room. as they lead it 14-9 here in the opening half of play. That last drive, 5 plays, 64 yards, 44 seconds they used with no timeouts. And they get in the locker room and steal away that momentum that Raceland had after they got an interception, forced a turnover on downs, and had a 3rd and 3, a botched snap over top of the head of the quarterback, Jake Waller. That then forced the Rams to have to punt it away. That gave opportunities for Spartans to go down the field, and they did just that. They have pretty much been able to do anything they want through the passing game so far. As Luke Pennington, 15 of 17 for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, the interception, both touchdowns going to Kaufman. As we traded touchdowns in the opening drives of the game, Sayre goes 11 plays, 68 yards, 5 minutes, 19 seconds. Raceland answers with a 17-play, 77-yard drive that took 8:48 off of the clock. And they get a passing touchdown from Jonah Arnett to Jackson Reister. The extra point misses at 7-6. That's our score after 1 quarter of play. We go to the second quarter. Raceland forces the interception. They go down the field, 9 plays, 46 yards. They have to settle for 3. They get a field goal from Waller, his second of the season from 28 yards. 9-7, Raceland leads it. The Rams then go with get a turnover on downs. The backside of that turns into a 3-play drive that results in a -2 yards after facing 3rd and 3 on a botched snap. They kick it away, and the Spartans march right down the field, 5 plays, 64 yards, and they lead it 14-7 going into the locker room. Raceland gets the football to start the second half. We'll look at our numbers when we return after this here on the Kool Sports Network.
Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the tri-state. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa. Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Border Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Border Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Kurt Robinson Insurance, 1114 Belfont Road, Flatwoods. Your State Farm agent, offering auto, home and property, life and health insurance, plus banking products, annuities, and mutual funds. See Kurt Robinson Insurance, your State Farm agent, at 1114 Belfont Road in Flatwoods. Phone 606-836-3011. State Farm agent Kurt Robinson, 836-3011.
Back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. Jay Starr, happy to have you along with us here in Kroger, at Kroger Field in Lexington. 14-9, your score at the half. They are leading Raceland in the locker room. Let's look at our individual numbers for the Spartans. Luke Pennington, 15 of 17, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns and interception, including marching his team right down the field for that go-ahead touchdown drive to end the first half. Charlie Slayball, 4 carries for -1 yards. Brock Hoffman, 8 catches for 82. Slayball has 4 for 41. Connor Evans, 1 for 10. Kemontae Braxton, 1 for 6. And Chase Parker has 1 for 4. For Raceland, Waller has thrown the ball twice for 2 yards. Jonah Arnett, 1 pass for 2 yards. It was the touchdown. Arnett's caught 1 pass for 3 yards. Reister, 1 for 2, the touchdown. Shannon Marucci leads the way, 10 carries for 58 yards. Landon Stiltner, 3 for 32. Aiden Cooper, 3 for 14. Waller, 1 carry for 12 yards. That was a big third down conversion. And Jonah Arnett, 6 for 9. Put it all together, it is 14-9 at the half. We'll look at our total team numbers when we continue our coverage here in the halftime show on the Kool Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home but you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
If you're looking for a complete discount pharmacy with old-fashioned service and excellent prices, look no more. Since 1979, Stultz Pharmacy has provided our area with the finest in pharmacy care, 24-hour emergency prescription service, free delivery, and drive-through service for prescriptions. Stultz Pharmacy continues to fill all of your expectations. They carry a nice selection of gift items. For hometown service, see the professionals at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup. More than you expect from a pharmacy.
Stultz Pharmacy.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart Collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive.
14-9, our score at the half as we welcome you back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth here in Lexington, Kentucky in the Class Single A State Championship game. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here. Let's look at our numbers from the first half of play for Sayre. 142 total yards of offense. They've totaled 9 first downs. They're 1 of 2 on third down conversions, 0 of 1 on fourth down conversions. They've snapped the ball 22 times. They've got 14 points to show for it. They've had the football for 9 minutes. The one turnover, the interception from Jonah Arnett that led to Raceland's field goal that gave the Rams a lead of 9-7 at the time. Raceland 121 of total yards on offense. They've been flagged 3 times for 29 yards, the only penalties in this football game thus far. Raceland has thrown for 4 yards. They've rushed for 117. 7 first downs. They're 2 of 6 on third downs. 2 of 2 on fourth down conversions. Yeah, that's construed. I'm sorry. They're 4 of 7 on third downs. 1 of 1 on fourth down conversion. They've had no turnovers in the football game. They did have the 1 fumble, but it was recovered by the Rams. 14-9, our halftime score. We'll step out for a break. We come back, we'll get you ready for the second half of action as we continue our coverage here from the Class Single A State Football Championship in Lexington, Kentucky. Our coverage continues after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Primary Plus is your home for quality, advanced, affordable health care, offering family health, OBGYN, counseling, dental, diabetes management, patient-centered medical home, school-based health services, and a pharmacy. Primary Plus also offers the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary Plus with locations in Ashland, Vanceburg, South Shore, Grayson, Tollsboro, Maysville, Flemingsburg, and now in Moorhead. Online, primaryplus.net. For quality, advanced, affordable health care, come to Primary Plus. Again, online, primaryplus.net.
General Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud supplier of York Heating and Cooling products, has been the region's most trusted heating and cooling provider for over 55 years. Jack, JR, Will, and Wes Patterson are 3 generations of company owners who grew up, live in, and truly care about our community, spending their lives serving the heating and cooling needs of our region. If you're having heating trouble, go with a company with a proven track record of providing friendly, fast, accurate, and affordable service. Call General Heating and Air Conditioning Incorporated, a company you can trust since 1968.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa. Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their number one priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth, 14-9. Halftime score, Raceland trailing in this one. And the Rams had all the momentum that they needed going into the locker room, hopeful with this lead, and then a botched snap gave Sayre the football back with 1:21 to work with, no timeouts. The Spartans wasted no time, going right down the field with ease. And they found a touchdown on the backside of it, and that's where we currently stand, 14-9 to play. 14-9 with a half yet to play here to decide the outcome of this state championship game. Sayre returning to the field. Raceland has still yet to come from the tunnel, as they'll have their 3-minute acclimation period to warm up and get things ready to go. Raceland will have the football to start the second half. We'll return to Kroger Field in Lexington after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities of Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return, refresh, refuel.
Back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. Dave Scar, happy to have you along with us here as the Raceland Rams making their way back on the field. Field starting to get covered in shade. The press box now throwing a little bit of shade over top of the field, as it does have right at the bottom of the numbers on the near sideline, occupied by Sayre. Raceland sideline, though, covered up in sunlight. Wind starting to pick up again here at the ballpark, as it was a very cold morning making the trip down. It was 17 when we left the house in Raceland this morning. We're currently showing temperatures here in Lexington at 31. Winds 7 to 10. Flag really kind of dancing out away from the flag mast fairly well up next to the big video board down on the end zone to my left. This is going to be a big drive for the Rams coming up, as, again, it's shown that it's going to have to continue these long, sustained drives to keep this Sayre offense on the line and force them into some uncomfortable situations. When they had the fourth down conversion, it was an errant throw, the first really errant throw early, that only other than the interception. And the interception really wasn't an errant throw. It was just a great play from Jonah Arnett. But Raceland has to find a way to be able to slow down this Sayre offense, and it's going to have to get them behind the sticks, not allowing them to just throw these quick under routes and those curl routes. Just everything that they've wanted to do through the passing game has worked so far. And the backside of that you cannot have any trips that go to the end zone without 6 points. You cannot trade. You're not going to be able to trade touchdowns for field goals. So this is going to be a big series for both sides of the football. One for Sayre that wants to try to get a stop. The question is now, can they find a way to force Raceland in to have to throw the football? Raceland has thrown the ball only 3 times in the ballgame. Will Sayre start loading the box, trying to take away the Raceland run? And on the backside of it, if it does, can the Rams match that at point of attack and get the football out in space, like what we saw with Shannon Marucci a couple of times, and then Landon Stilner breaking the big one down the far sideline? Again, you look at the storied history of this Raceland team, 99 total years that they've been playing football. Didn't make their first playoff appearance until 1975. They beat Mount Sterling under head coach Larry Heck 30-0 in that game. They had only 4 wins in postseason play until 2002. They come into this game at 46-42. This is Mike Salmon's 50th postseason game. A record of 39 his 40th postseason game with a record of 29-10. The Sayre team 12-1 last year. The lone loss coming against Raceland there in the round of 8 when Raceland ousted the Spartans on their home field. And this year they have run through the postseason like this: 63-0 over Fairview, 41-20 over Paris, beating a beat-up Pikeville team 21-6, and then last week Campbellsville 35-14. You look at the history of Sayre; they went 1-1 in 2018, got their first win since starting football back, beating Jenkins on October the 5th, 46-14. They went 1-7 in 2019. They entered Class A football in 2020, going 8-1, losing to Pikeville in the opening round of the playoff, 49-13. An 8-3 record in 22-21, losing to Hazard in the opening round of the playoffs, 24-21. They lost in 2022 to Harlan, 42-7. That was their lone losing season under Chad Bennington after he got through the 19 campaign. Then last year, a 12-1 March, and here this season, they've got a 14-0 unblemished mark to start things off. Trying to pick up game number 15 in the winners column, which would take a gold trophy back to nearby here in Lexington. Rams still looking for that elusive gold trophy to add the trophy case. So both teams back on the field. Sayre will kick it left to right as I view it here high atop the press box. We're ready for second half of action. Reister and Eisen back to return. It'll be Reister from the 17. Finds a crease near sideline, slips the tackle at the 35 and gets out near the 40. Nice return by Jackson Reister. And that's where the Rams will start. First down and 10 from their own 40 to start the second half. This is, as I've mentioned, a crucial drive for both of these teams, offensively and defensively. Raceland starts in a double-barrel shotgun look on first down and 10. The hand off to Marucci. Marucci spins off left guard and falls forward for 3. Again, if you can ground 3 and 4 yards at a time, good things are going to happen in the running game. And again, this is where Raceland wants to orchestrate long, sustained drives, but it has to end in touchdowns, not field goals. Second and 7 on the gain of 3 to give to Cooper. Cooper stiff arms and gets stood up off the outside edge as Buck Kaufman gets him for no gain at 3rd and 7. Raceland 4 of 7 on third down conversions in the football game. They'll bunch up 4 receivers to the right side of the field in an empty set for Waller. They swing it out to Arnett. Arnett cuts back inside, and he's going to be short of the distance to gain. As Pierre Kaufman and Charlie Slayball makes the stop, and it's going to be 4th down. They tried to get it out to Arnett with blockers out in front and just didn't do it. And the Rams quickly rolling the punting unit out on the field from the 47-yard line after the gain of 4. And they're going to have to kick it away. Waller has all kinds of time. Hangs this one off to the far side. And the Rams will down the football inside the 30 at the 27. So a 26-yard kick, no return. 10:18 to play in the third quarter. So the Spartans come out of the locker room and force a 3-and-out. And they've got a 14-9 lead and a chance to add to it on this drive. But they've got to get a stop here. You give Sayre points on this drive, and you put yourself in a big-time hole. Play ball in the right pocket of Pennington on 1st down and 10 from the far side hash mark at the 27. Play action. They zip it out in the quick slot. They were looking for Kaufman. He throws it behind him. Pass ball's incomplete. 2nd down 10. Kaufman 8 catches for 82 yards. 2 of those going for touchdowns. Hayden Jones and Connor Evans checking in, a tight end and a running back. 10:16 on the rested clock here in the third frame. A 5-point lead for the Spartans, 14-9 as Pennington breaks the huddle with 7 on the play clock. Sends 3 to the wide side of the field. That's the right side. 4 hats across the line for the Rams. Pennington comes out near, has Kaufman there. Kaufman makes the grab, spins in the hole, and gets stood up at the 32, 33-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll take him to the 32 on a gain of 5, so 3rd and 5 coming up for the Spartans, who are 1 of 2 on 3rd down tries. This is huge right here for the Rams to get a stop and force the Spartans to have to punt for the first time today. And the Spartans taking their time, still in the huddle as they break it at 10 on the play clock. 3 receivers to the boundary right, 1 to the left. They'll move Kaufman now to the left. Rams showing blitz. Pennington airing it out. He's got a man down the near side, and he drops it. Kemonte Braxton goes right past Max Burton. If he holds it in, it's 6. Instead, a big drop there by the Spartans receiver of Kemonte Braxton, the senior. And the Rams will force a punt on the incompletion. Braxton was right down the numbers. And if he holds that one in, he had about 5 yards of separation past Burton, and he would have strolled to the end zone. So now Kaufman to kick it away as the Rams force a 3-and-out. Kaufman hangs a dandy. This one takes a bounce at the 30, tumbling from the near sideline to the far side, and will be down inside the 30 next to the Rams bench. So the first kick for the Spartans flips the field as they're going to put it at the 27-yard line. A 41-yard kick, no return, but 9:18 to play here in the third quarter. Still a 14-9 ball game. So both defenses stand tall. Raceland got a gift there. Can they capitalize on it here on this series? They're going to go back to the running attack on 1st down and 10. Handoff Bloss right up the gut. He's met immediately by Pierre Kaufman in the hole. Gain of 1 out to the 28, 2nd down 9. Lost last week, 3 carries for 25 yards, 23 carries, 153, and 3 tutties on the season. 2nd and 9, the pitch out to Arnett. He wants to throw it. He pulls it down, rushes out, trying to force it down the far sideline, and throws it out of bounds looking for Parker Eisen. Third down coming up for the Rams. And now you got yourself in third and long. Not the situation that you want to be in, trying to be a running a team. You need the 37 to move the sticks. Raceland 4 of 8 on third down conversions today. Martins with one high safety. Waller in a twin set on third down and 9. Looking near sideline. Comes near side Cooper. Makes the catch, but way short of the distance to gain. Not even close to the marker. Inside the 35, and it's fourth down. And you can't throw a 4-yard pass when you need 7. Offense staying on the field for the moment as it's fourth down and 3 on their own 34-yard line. Cooper in the backfield. Waller brings it out near sideline. They touch it out to Marucci, and Marucci's going to be a yard short. They needed the 37. They got the 36. So the Rams roll the dice and come up empty by a yard. And now the Spartans will take over with a short field from the Rams 36. .7:58 to play. Pennington with all kinds of time. Has a man wide open near sideline. Kaufman hauls it in and walks in untouched for the touchdown and number 3 in the ball game. 36-yard pitch and catch. Pennington's third of the ball game. Just too easy. 20-9. Sayre rolling here in the third. Kaufman just ran past Arnett. And this is exactly what Sayre wants it to be, to force Raceland out of being able to run the football. Extra point is up and is no good. So 20-9 our score, 7:52 to play in the third. As Sayre picks up their third score of the ball game. All 3 of those have gone through the air. And a one-play drive by the Spartans on the short series there, or the short field, after the Rams rolled the dice, tried to go with a trick play on the hook and ladder. Marucci needed an extra yard, did not get it, and Luke Pennington fires touchdown pass number 3 of the afternoon. All of those have gone to Brock Kaufman, who is now over 100 yards of the ball game. 10 catches for 123 yards. That last one his longest of the evening. And 7:52 to go in the third. And the Rams find themselves behind by 11. And again, it's when you're within one score, you can elect to continue doing what you've done all season long, relying on that rushing attack. But when you're playing for behind 2 scores and have not been able to show any ability for whatsoever to slow down this Sayre passing attack, that's going to be hard to deal with. Reister comes up and muffs the kick. He falls back on it inside the 25. But it's just all of the momentum has gone by the wayside from that muff snap back in the end of the first half of play. And Sayre's just reeling from it. So the Rams get the football from their own 22. Down by 11. give to Marucci. Marucci a dive ahead and not much there. Out to the 24, maybe the 23, depending on the spot of the football. They're going to give him the 23-yard line on a gain of 1 second down to 9. 7:30 to play here in the third. Sayre leads at 20-9. Raceland trying to find some momentum to keep from being the bridesmaid in Lexington once again. Waller wants to throw on second down. Airs it out far sideline, nearly picked off. Threw it right into double coverage, and it was swatted away by Robbie Jenkins as he undercut the pass attempt going toward Parker Eisen. And it's 3rd and 9 on the incompletion. Clock stops at 7:08 to play. Spartans trying to ratchet things down up here, defensive side of things, and force a quick 3 and out. So far, the Raceland's 2 possessions to start the second half, a 3 and out and a turnover on down. 3rd down and long. Waller going down the seam. Eisen has it with a one-handed catch across midfield, and he hauls it in at the Spartans' 45-yard line. What a catch there by Parker Eisen. As they'll get it down to the 45-yard line on a gain of 32. Ram Pharmacy first down and 10 for the Rams. Here's Marucci. A punishing blow right up the gut. He gets stood up at the 43 on a gain of 2. Makes it 2nd down and 8. Raceland 5 of 10 now on 3rd down conversions. Far side hash mark. Double barrel shotgun look this time. Marucci and Stiltner. Hand off Stiltner following his blocker outside. Cuts to the far sideline inside the 20 or the 35 down to the 33. And another Ram Pharmacy first down for the Rams. Gain of 10 on the play from Stiltner. 4 carries for 40 yards, averaging 10 per tote. So down to the Raceland, or the Rams have it down to the Sayre 33-yard line. To give to Marucci, following Bloss right through the hole, lowers his shoulder and is just shy of the 30. They'll give him the 31 gain of 2. Marucci's 14 carries for 64 yards in the ball game. 20-9, Sayre leads it. 5:40 to go in the third. Field about halfway covered in shade, coming from the Sayre sideline toward the Raceland sideline. Waller on a pitch out to Stiltner. Stiltner searching for a hole. Stiff arms at the 30. He'll get down, looks like to the 27. Gain of 5 on the play. Makes a 3rd down and 4 coming up from the 27. From the near side hash mark. Rams go into the T formation. Waller crawls up under center. The give to Marucci. Tiptoeing to the line. He's going to be well shorter than marker to gain as he's only going to get 1. As that was well defended by the front 7. By the Sayre defense. Rams offense staying on the field. This will be their fourth down conversion attempt. They're 1 of 2 in the ball game. We'll stay in the T formation. 7 hats across the line. Waller wants to throw, rolling out. Scrambling, throws low, pass incomplete. A penalty marker flies for behind. I believe they're going to get a hold or a pass interference against Sayre, as Arnett was tangled up with Caden Jones. Let's see what we get here as the offense is going to stay on the field, as it appears it is against Sayre. This will be their first penalty of the ball game. So they get a hold against Sayre, and the result of the play is the first down as it takes it down to the 21-yard line. Excuse me. Penalty there on that last play. So takes it to the Sayre 16-yard line and inside the DSI orange zone for the Rams. Here's Stiltner. Cuts right up the middle and gets down to the 11. Gain of 5 by Stiltner. Second down and 5. Gain to the 11. Second and 5. Tackled by Evan Burrows. .340 to go here in the third. Rams down 20-9. Driving here, looking for points. The take to give to Stiltner. Stiltner trying to shift to the outside edge, goes off of right tackle, and gets down near the 6. Depending on the spot of the football, will result either in a 3rd and 1 or a first down. We'll wait for the official decision here. So it was down to the 7, and then a face mask on Sayre. It was a 5-yard face mask. So the result of the play will be half the distance to the goal of the penalty, and it'll take it to the 3 and make it 1st and goal for the Rams. Right between the hash marks for the Rams, 3:20 to go on a rolling clock here in the third quarter. And Raceland's going to burn a timeout. So Raceland burns its first timeout of the quarter, and we'll step out as well. 20-9, Sayre leading Raceland, 3:18 to play in the third. We return to Lexington after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Will Patterson, president of General Heating and Air Conditioning. I started working in our service department way back in 1987. Today, I still spend the majority of my time running service calls and helping our customers. I truly believe that great service is the heart of General Heating, and it drives all that we do. So, if you're having heating or cooling trouble and want fast, accurate, and affordable service, give us a call. We've been doing it for more than 55 years. General Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud supplier of York heating cooling products and a company you can trust since 1968.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Starr, happy to have you along with us here. 20-9. They were leading. Raceland threatening as the Rams get ready to snap it for the 13th play on this drive. They traveled 75 yards. They need 3 more for pay dirt. And they're going to go into the Wild Ram, led by Jonah Arnett this time. And now we get a penalty marker that flies. 2 penalty markers on the field, actually. I think we got too many players on the field for Sayre, and they do. So that'll move it on the illegal substitution to the 1/2 yard line. So they'll put it in between the 1 and the 2, so call it the 2. So first and goal for the Rams. Arnett, following his blockers, comes off the right edge. He gets tripped up just shy of the goal line. Reaching out, making the stop there was Kimante Braxton. So a gain of 1, 2nd and goal from the 1. Near side hash mark, same stat. Arnett comes off the edge, reaching out. Does he get it? He does not. He is shy of the goal line, so no gain on the play. Really good surge there by the Sayre defense. Here comes Waller back in the ball game. Ball near side hash mark. with a mixture of shade and sun drifting through the light towers that overshadow the field. The Rams go in the T formation now. Waller gives to Marucci, and he powers his way through and into the end zone for the touchdown. Shannon Marucci's 12th rushing touchdown of the season. 2:22 to go in the third, and the Rams trim it down to 5 with a decision here of a 2-point conversion or an extra point coming up. It looks like the Rams are going to line up and go for 2 here. And again, I think this is 100% the right decision at this point. Even if you kick an extra point and you get it, you're still a touchdown away. This gets you to a field goal. And we're going to get a timeout. No, we're going to get a penalty marker on the far sideline. And they get a 5-yard penalty on Raceland for a false start. So now the Rams will have to try the 2-point conversion from the 8. (20-15) our score. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. And the Rams lining up for a 2-point conversion after the Nationwide Insurance touchdown. Gets them right back in this one. Waller looking left, throwing left, comes near side, and Marucci had it in his hands and drops it. They had him wide open on the near sideline, and Marucci cannot haul it in. So the 2-point conversion fails, and it's 20-15 Sayre with 2:22 to go here in the third. Now let's see, can the Rams defense get another stop? It's got to find a way to slow down Sayre. It has to get Pennington in 3rd and longs and not allowing him to throw just anything that he wants to go to. Again, this end zone to my left continues to be a thorn in the side of the Rams for every time they come to Lexington. A sure-looking 2-point conversion comes up empty as Marucci drops it. That's the same end zone that Sayre got the quick points before halftime that put them in front 14-9 at the break. Of course, I don't have to remind you of what happened there last year when Raceland had the opportunity to tie the ball game through an interception, and then the kind of the gut punch at the end by Pikeville when they threw the halfback pass. Here's a kickoff fielded and a return out to about the 40-yard line. And we'll take it right at the 40-yard line. So Caden Jones had to scoop it up off a low kick and then gets it out to the 40. So that's where Sayre will start this possession. Pennington rolling out and gets tripped up from behind. Lyndon Salmons got him around the ankles. So a gain of 1 on the carry there by Pennington. His first run of the day. It makes it 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers wide to the right. Pennington puts a man in motion. And they get a penalty on Raceland for encroachment. So So Raceland today, 4 penalties for 35 yards, 3 for Sayre for 15. So that makes it 2nd down and 4 now. Inside of 90 seconds to play here in the 3rd. Trips bunched up to the left with a man in motion. That's Kaufman. Play ball directly behind Pennington. A snap, play action, bootleg, rolling out, has his man in the flat. And he grabs it. That's Connor Evans, who is spun out of bounds at the Raceland 40 into the Rams bench. And that's the thing they do so well. They just move people all over the field. You chase one guy thinking that that's who they're trying to get it to, and all they do is just open it up and go to another man. So 1st and 10. They're picking up their 8th first down of the ball game. Rams showing blitz. Pennington on a quick slant. That one's knocked away. And a penalty marker flies late. You got to be kidding me. Eisen and Arnett were there. That's horrible. So they'll get a hold against Arnett that did come until that resulted in an incomplete pass. And then they put the football at the wrong spot. So they put it at the 31-yard line. Either way, it's 1st down and 10. Rams need a stop here. Pennington surveys. Eyes down the field, going for the home run ball. Has his man on the far sideline. That was Kaufman, who was wide open again, and he overthrows it out of bounds. Clock stops with 53 seconds to play here in the quarter. Sayre leads it by 5, 20-15. Far side hash mark. Evans returning as the tight end. Penalties in the ballgame, 5 for 45 for Raceland, 3 for 15 for Sayre. And now the Spartans are going to have to burn a timeout as they were trying to get everything set up and were very tardy getting out of the huddle. And that's going to take us to a timeout here locally as well. 53 seconds to play in the 3rd. Sayre leads Raceland 20-15. We're back for more after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Primary Plus is your home for quality, advanced, affordable health care, offering family health, OBGYN, counseling, dental, diabetes management, patient-centered medical home, school-based health services, and a pharmacy. Primary Plus also offers the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary Plus with locations in Ashland, Vanceburg, South Shore, Grayson, Tollsboro, Maysville, Flemingsburg, and now in Moorhead. Online, primaryplus.net. For quality, advanced, affordable health care, come to Primary Plus. Again, online, primaryplus.net. Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Border Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty Safe. The best brands, best selections, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Border Sporting Goods, Route 6 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Back at the Papa John Pizza broadcast table. James Carter, happy to have you along with us here as we've got 53 seconds remaining in the 3rd. They are leading Raceland 20-15. They are burning a timeout as they broke the huddle very late and did not want to get a delay of game penalty. It'll be 2nd and 10 from the Rams 31. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining in the contest. Pennington, 2 receivers wide to the right. Moves Slayball from the left to the right. They're going to look it out to him. They'll bootleg it. Pennington wants to throw and has his man across the 20-yard line who hauls it in. That's Brock Kaufman again, the Louisville commit. He was blanketed by Jonah Arnett. But the pitch and catch of 11 moves the sticks. The 10th first down for the Spartans as Pennington goes over 200 on the afternoon. 19 of 24 for 208, excuse me. Coming in 190 and 254, 27-20 total yards he's thrown, and 50 touchdowns on the season. He's thrown for 3 here today. All 3 of those to Kaufman. First down and 10. High snap to give the Slayball. Slayball trying to get it to the outside edge. Coming downhill was Jonah Arnett. He's going to dive inside the 20 and down about to the 18-yard line. Logan Lockwood also there on the stop for the Rams. Gain of 2, second down 8. That takes us to the end of quarter number 3. Sayre leads Raceland 20-15. They'll have it second down and 8 from the Rams 18 when we return for the 4th and final stanza of the Class Single A State Championship game on the Kool Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa.
Back to the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here as we go to the 4th and final stanza. Sayre with the football. Second down and 8, leading 20-5 from the Rams' 18-yard line. First of 3 championship games here today. Class 2A up next, Beechwood and Owensboro Catholic. And then the 4A championship game tonight, Paducah Tillman and Franklin County. 3A tomorrow will be Cal and Union County. 6A, Trinity and Ryle. And then in 5A, Bowling Green and Cooper. All right, second down and 8. In the sun are the Spartans. Pennington on a trick play, hands it off. Kaufman trying to sweep the side edge. Cuts back in at the 6. That was actually Braxton on the reverse. And Kemonte Braxton takes it down to the 4-yard line and makes it first and goal. 14-yard gain on the carry by Braxton. So a 5-point lead for the Spartans for the moment. And the first play inside of the 4th and final stanza sets it up with the Spartans looking for more here on this one. Slay ball and a Wildcat. Juggles the snap, lowers his shoulder, and gets back to the line of scrimmage. And a very dangerous play there by the Spartans. So no gain on the play, second down and goal. Raceland needs to find a stop here and force a field goal attempt from this Spartans team to keep it a one-score game. Playball stays in the backfield. Playball finds an angle, comes off the right side, and gets into the end zone for 6. Touchdown, Sayre. He tiptoed off the edge and found a seam off that right line that opened up. And with 11:08 to play in the ball game, Sayre extends the lead. It's 26-15. An extra point away from making this a 12-point lead. And the Rams are going to have to play from down 2 scores the entirety of the 4th quarter. Ball is down, kick is up, and it's good. 27-15, a 12-point lead for the Spartans with 11:08 to play in the final stanza. So that drive for the Spartans, 8 plays, 60 yards, 3 minutes, 7 seconds. A reverse to Camonte Braxton set up the drive to down and goal to go. And Charlie Slaybaugh gets into positive rushing yards. And his 7th carry of the ball game goes in for 4 yards out. His 13th rushing touchdown on the season. And Sayre makes it a 12-point lead with 11:08 to go. And again, it's just been, Raceland has not been able to do anything defensively against this passing attack. And Sayre has picked its poison with about anything it's wanted to do today and has been successful. The lone play was the big interception that Raceland resulted in a field goal instead of a touchdown with. Right now, that's a big deciding factor in this one. From the 15, Reister. Little stutter step, 25, comes near sideline, gets to the 31. So 11:02 to play in the ball game. They're making their first ever trip to the state championship. Raceland in its 4th, 3rd consecutive season for the Rams. Trying to flip the table and take home the gold trophy. Again, a 7-0 lead for Sayre after one. Raceland scored 9 points in the second quarter, but then gave a touchdown with about 25 seconds to play in the half, and they trailed at 14-9 going into the locker room. Waller wants to throw on 1st down and 10, rolling out to the far sideline. Makes the connection there with Aiden Cooper as he's pushed out of bounds into his own bench. They'll take him out to the 40 on a gain of 9, and this is something Raceland's going to have to do. They have to go down the field quickly. Again, we've got 10:56 to play, but you have to find time. You can't use an 8-minute drive here to go find points down 2 scores. Marucci from the Wild Ram finds 1st down yardage and more as he slithers right down the middle. A penalty marker comes in from a mile away. Marucci up to the 47 on a gain of 7. And now let's wait and see what the infraction is. It looks like it's going to be on Sayre. So an inadvertent face mask on Sayre. So they'll get 5 yards on the backside of that and take it up to the Sayre 48. 1st down and 10, a Ram Pharmacy 1st down. A quick out to Rousey. Rousey slips up the far sideline, gets down inside the 40 to the 38. So a gain of 10 moves the sticks. And another Ram Pharmacy 1st down. Number 13 of the ball game for the Rams, who averaged just under 18 in the contest. Far side hash mark, 2 receivers wide to the right. That's Eisen and Arnett. Marucci goes right up the gut, down the seams inside the 35. We'll take him to the 33 on a gain of 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up as we are inside of 10.5 to play in the ball game. 12-point lead for the Spartans, who trailed 9-7 with just a little bit over a minute 20 to go in the half. Marched right down the field, got points before the locker room, and then found another touchdown on the other side, and they've answered tick for tat from that point. Empty set for Waller. Looking left, just pulls it down and starts running. Will be just shy of the marker to gain on a nice run there on the far sideline for Jacob Waller. We'll take him out right at the 30. So a gain of 3 on the play makes it 3rd down and 2 coming up as the Rams need the 28. Inside of 10 to go. Down by 12 are the Rams. Cooper in the backfield in the left pocket of Waller with an H-back of Marucci. The take to give to Cooper. Cooper with first down yardage and more as he jumps over the pile to get down to the 25. Gain of 5 for Aiden as he picks up his 18th yard of the day on 5 carries. Inside of 10 to go. 2 receivers left, 2 men in the backfield. And off Stiltner. Stiltner bounces it to the outside, tight-roping the sideline before getting pushed out into his bench as he'll go down inside the DSI orange zone to the 19. Gain of 6 on the carry. Second down and 4. 8th play of the drive coming up on this snap for the Rams, who trail by 10, or trail by 12 with 9:31 to go on a rested clock. Marucci and Stiltner in the backfield, flanking Waller. And off Marucci. Marucci slithers his way through the hole down to the 15. He'll give him the 14. And that should move the sticks, and it will on another Ram Pharmacy first down as they get it down to the 14. 15th first down of the ball game for the Rams. Marucci stays in the backfield with Waller in a twin set, far side hash mark. Bubble screen out to Rousey. Rousey angling to the far sideline. Tries to spin it back inside and is going to pick up only a yard. And that was well defended as Brock Hoffman was right there immediately. So a gain of 1 down to the 13. Marucci on the afternoon, 19 carries for 83 yards. Second down and 9 for the Rams. Waller pumps, throws into double coverage, and it's incomplete, but a penalty marker comes out. They were looking for Arnett. Kaufman and Braxton were there, and the penalty marker flies in the end zone, and that should be pass interference. Going to take it down to the 6-yard line. So it's half the distance to the goal, and it's second down. Not third down, second down. As the Bluebirds from Sayre raining down. Here's Marucci diving right up the gut inside the 5. That'll move the sticks. And a Ram Pharmacy first down as they make it first and goal. And Kaufman comes to the sideline and is being stretched out on his bench. So down to the 3. Excuse me, down to the 4, my mistake. Handoff turned away as they try to cut it back inside as Marucci will not get there on that carry. We give him a gain of 1 to the 3. Second and goal. Rams in the T formation, Marucci, Bloss, and Arnett. 5 hats across the line for the Spartans who walk up 2 backers. Now Arnett. Surveying, look for the outside edge, and doesn't get there as he'll be just shy of the goal line. It'll be down to the 1. So the gain of 2 makes it third and goal. Rams getting ready to snap it for the 13th time. And did they get in? They did this time. As Waller gets in for his 4th rushing touchdown of the season. And the Rams have it down to 6, 27-21 with 7:22 to go in the ball game. So Brent Roark Nationwide Insurance touchdown for the Rams. 13 plays, 69 yards, 3 minutes, 39 seconds. Raceland down 27-21, and we'll go for the extra point. Waller missed his first extra point attempt back in the first quarter, or the second quarter, excuse me. This one is up and is good, and that makes it a 5-point lead once again for the Spartans with 7:22 to play in regulation. Can the Rams get an answer? We'll find out when we return to this on the Kool Sports Network.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the tri-state. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth, 5-point game favoring the Spartans of Lexington Sayre, 27-22 with 7:22 to go in the contest. This is a championship drive for the defense. If they can get the football back, they've got an opportunity here to do something big. As Sayre was guarding for an onside kick attempt, Waller tried to kick it over top of the return man head and keep it in play, but instead it goes into the end zone for the touchback. So Sayre will take over this drive from their 20-yard line. So 7:22 to go. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. And Raceland has to find a way to get a stop here. If the Rams can get the defense can get off the field. The offense, I think, has a great opportunity to do something special here. But the defense has to answer the call here. Pennington, quick out. Comes out to Kaufman, and he gets dropped by Jonah Arnett after getting out to the 29. And a penalty marker on the play. Laundry is starting to litter the field a lot. It's on the far sideline by the Rams. Mike Sammons is pleading his case as the Raceland's going to go back up to 5. So they'll get a sideline warning against Raceland. So they'll take the football out to the 29 on the play, and then the 5-yard penalty will give Sayre the football out to the 34. 6 penalty for the Rams, 50 yards today. Pennington on first down and 10, 3 hats across the line for the Rams. Rolling out right, fakes it, comes back near sideline, has his man there. That's Connor Evans, the tight end. Short gain on the play, as they'll get him the 36 on a gain of 2. Most importantly, stays inbounds, and the clock continues to roll. They are just milking out every second off the clock they can possibly do. If they do give the football back to the Rams, they're going to leave as little time on there as possible. Kaufman and Braxton go out wide. Pennington moves a man in motion. That's Kaufman. High snap, Pennington. Give off to his end around on to Slayball. He'll get the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 5. It's 3rd down and 3. Sayre today has faced only 3 third down conversions. They have converted one of the three. Raceland defensively this season on third down has been stingy, 23.9%. From the Spartans' 41-yard line, a stop here would most definitely force Chad Pennington to have to send a kicking unit out. Pennington on third down, wants to throw, slings it out, has his man there who makes the catch. A penalty marker flies on the far sideline, though. Mike Salmon signaling for illegal procedure or illegal motion. Landon Goodall pointing. Backward go the Spartans, and it's an illegal shift. So two players moving without getting set. So it makes it third down and 8. Move it back to the 36. 6 minutes to go. That stops the clock. And the Spartans still leading by 5. Biggest defensive series for the Rams season coming up here on this snap, as that'll start the clock on the signal to play now. Pennington sends two receivers out wide. Kaufman is a man in motion, far side to near. Rams sending a blitz up the middle. Pennington stands in the pocket, airing it out. Coming inside, looking for his man, Coleman, as Braxton can't hold it in. Austin McKee defends it nicely. The ball got up into the air and just kind of ballooned. And now the defense gets the stop it needs. And tons of time for that offense to try to go down the field and score and regain the lead. Pressing with 5:36 to go in regulation. And Brock Kaufman for his second punt of the day. His first one was a dandy, a 41-yarder. Arnett stands back on his own 35. And he hit this one off the side of his foot, and it's going over to the Rams side of things, and it's going to stay on the Spartans side of the 50. The Rams are going to take over at the plus 48. So a 12-yard kick, 5:25 to go. 99 years of buildup coming on this drive for the Rams. 48 yards away from 6 points and their first ever state championship. They trail at 27-22 here. And right above that UK logo with the brink of the shade on the far side hash marks, the Rams take over, first down and 10. Hand off Arnett. Arnett tiptoes into the hole, and he gets met immediately by John Luke Minor. He'll give him a gain of 1 on the play, second down and 9. Raceland today, 258 total yards of offense, 187 on the ground on 50 totes. Marucci in the right pocket and a twin set for Waller. Wants to throw, has his man Reister, makes the catch, angles for the distance to gain. He'll down at the 40. But the pitch and catch there to the senior wide receiver. Goes for 7, makes a third down and 2. Clock stops with 4:50 to play in the ball game. Ball stays on that far side hash mark. Mix of sun and shade that drifts through there from the light towers. Rams go back in that T formation. Hand off Arnett. Arnett finds a crease off the far sideline. Did he get it, or did Slayball get there? They've already said move the sticks, and it's a Ram Pharmacy first down. So down to the 37-yard line on a gain of 3 for Jonah Arnett. 4:30 to go as the Rams break the huddle as they pick up their 18th first down of the ball game. Hand off Marucci. Starts left, comes back right, lowers the shoulder, makes immediate contact with Pierre Kaufman. He's down inside the 35, down to the 32, 33-yard line, depending on the spot of the football. They're going to give him the 32. That's a gain of 5. Marucci quickly approaching 100 yards He's at 22 for 91. In Stiltner in the field. Handoff Stiltner following Marucci. Gets across the 30. Slayball making the stop. They'll give him the 29. Gain of 3 on the play. 3rd down and 2 for the Rams, who are 7 of 13 on 3rd down conversions. Inside of 3:40 to go in the ball game. Rams a touchdown away from taking the lead. 27-22. Five hats across the line. Handoff Marucci. Marucci cuts back in the middle, still on his feet as the pile goes forward. They was down as he slipped. But they move the sticks and another Ram Pharmacy first down. They're 19th of the ball game. So down to the 27 on a gain of 2. Clock continues to roll. 3 minutes to go in the contest. Trips to the wide side of the field. That's the right side. Waller wants to throw on 1st down and 10. And he gets hit in the backfield and gets taken down. John Luke Miner gets the stop and the sack. All the way back to the 38-yard line on a loss of 11. And a devastating sack there as the Rams go behind the sticks now. So make it 2nd and 21 on the loss of 11. First sack of the ball game. Quick out. Reister cuts back inside after making the grab, gets down to the 29. They'll put him back at the 30. Gain of 8 on the play, 3rd and 13. Trips to the wide side of the field inside of 2 minutes to go in an empty set now. And Chad Pennington's going to burn a timeout for the Sayre Spartans. 1:52 to go. What a ball game. So both teams found touchdowns on their opening drives. Raceland got an interception, went down the field, got a field goal, took the lead 9-7, controlled much of the second half, and then a botched snap on a 3rd down play resulted in a punt. That gave the football back to Sayre. 5 plays, 64 yards, 44 seconds. They go to the end zone for 6. They led at 14-9 at halftime. Both teams punted on their opening drives to start the second half. And then Sayre with back-to-back touchdowns. As Luke Pennington has thrown for 3, Charlie Slayball dove in for the last one. Raceland in the football game. Jonah Arnett threw for the first touchdown of the contest for the Rams on a 2-yard pitch to Jackson Reister. Marucci and Waller have each scored rushing touchdowns. And we've got 1:52 to go. And a drive that's going to determine your Class Single A state championship. This has been 99 years in the making. And the Rams come up big here on this series when they face 3rd and 13 from the Sayre 30. Waller's going to throw. Rolling out. We'll pull it down and we'll run out of bounds. A penalty marker flies. Now the question is, what's the penalty? It was right in the area where Bryson Rousey was locked up with the defender. The question is this, who was it on first off? So it's 10 yards from the end of the run. they take him down to the 24. And then 10 yards on the backside of that. So back to the 34 it goes. Waller wants to throw. Has a man crossing the near side. Makes the grab. He gets stood up at the 25. So Jackson Reister makes the grab. So down to the 24-yard line, a gain of 10, or excuse me, the 26-yard line, a gain of 8. And it's 4th down and 9 coming up for the Rams with 1:35 to go. And this is the entire season for both of these teams coming up here on this snap. Raceland on the season, 63.4% on 4th down tries, 26 of 41. They're 1 of 2 here this afternoon. Waller has been very efficient in the passing attack. 13 of 15. No, excuse me, 13 of 14. Minute 35 to go in this one. Boy, what a dandy of a ball we have seen here. And the Rams find one more big one. The defense did its job and got the stop they needed. And it's 9 yards or the season will come to an end with another silver trophy headed home. And Sayre taking home the gold. From the near side hash mark, the Rams need the 17. They'll go in an empty set. 3 receivers wide to the left. Reister and Eisen on the boundary right. Waller, pressure coming up the middle, rolls out right. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. It was well short of the distance to gain either way. And the turnover on downs gives it back to Sayre with 1:30 to go. And a couple of kneel downs, and the Spartans will be able to put this one on ice and call it a state championship. Offense breaking the huddle. Finishing on 1st down and 10. Gives it off to Slayball, who's met in the hole, and he drags the pile out across the 30 and gets out to the 32 on a gain of 6. Raceland with only one timeout. And there it is. So their final timeout comes with 1:22 to go. A 1st down here, and that's all she wrote. And it's pretty much to that point either way. Just another disappointing loss in Lexington. And it goes back how devastating was that 3rd down snap that pushed the Rams into a punting situation that gave the football back to Sayre, and they took the lead at halftime, and the momentum shifted from that point the rest of the way. 10 seniors from this class, 9 that got to play this year. Dylan Hall was out with an ACL injury from the opening part of the season. So a lot of these faces that are out in the field are going to return for next year, but another one is going to, barring a miracle, slip by the wayside for this Raceland Rams team, who is going to take silver for the 4th consecutive time. This Lexington Sayre team is going to graduate a ton. This year was the year to get it if they were going to do so. Here's the take, the slay ball, the give, the first down, and victory formation the rest of the way. We'll take him out to the 37 on a gain of 5, and the 13th first down of the ball game is going to give Chad Pennington, 11-year NFL quarterback, his first state title as the head coach of the Sayre Spartans. Chad's a great guy. I knew him from my time when I covered at Marshall. Just a very respectful man. Very happy for him. Very disheartening, obviously, for Raceland and stuff. But this is a very class act. Chad Pennington and the way he leads his team, it shows. But the Rams here this afternoon are going to come up short once again. And the feeling of getting to the top of the mountain and coming up short is going to be a silver taste again for the Rams as the final kneel of the ball game, and that is it. Sayre is your 2024 state champions in Class Single A. They hold off the Surge down the end, 27-22. Final score here over the Raceland Rams. Okay, we'll return after this on the Kool Sports Network.
Not only is State Senator Robin Webb proud to support and congratulate our youth in all their endeavors in and out of the classroom, but your State Senator Robin Webb is also proud to support and work for all the adults in her district. Robin Webb strives to put forth the best for youth and adults alike. Whether it's in Frankfort or here at home in her district, know that Robin Webb puts you first in all of her decisions she makes. State Senator Robin Webb strives harder every day to make Kentucky a better place to work, live, and have fun. Quality Marathon gasoline, great monthly specials on snacks and beverages, and fantastic service. Those are the qualities to Clark's Pump and Shops. You'll find a Clark's Pump and Shop near you in the Bluegrass State and beyond. And Rick and Brent Clark want you to know that they take pride in giving you the best prices and service, and they thank you for your patronage. Clark's Pump and Shops are a division of the John W. Clark Oil Company. Clark's Pump and Shops. Return. Refresh. Refuel. Immunizations are a vital part of your health. Ram Pharmacy now offers a complete line of immunization services. In addition to regular and high-dose flu shots, Ram Pharmacy offers Shingrix, the new shingle shot, as well as Pneumovax to prevent pneumonia in persons 65 and older, and now accepts Ohio Medicaid with free delivery to Ironton. Call 606-836-RAMS. That's 606-836-7267. Ram Pharmacy, 719 Greenup Avenue, Raceland, your friend in Christ, helping you with all your health care needs, offering free delivery in Boyd and Greenup counties. Want to keep your firearms and valuables safe and out of harm's way? Border Sporting Goods has the area's greatest selection of Liberty safes with a wide range of sizes, styles, and colors. And Borders also has the Tri-State's best and most complete selection of firearms, hunting supplies, fishing supplies, archery supplies, knives, camo, and boots. From the smallest fishing hook to the largest Liberty safe, the best brands, best selection, and best prices in the Tri-State are at Border Sporting Goods, Route 60 West in Ashland, where your money will be well spent.
Are you having heating trouble? We can fix it. At General Heating and Air Conditioning, a proud supplier of York heating and cooling products, that's what you're most likely to hear. Because our technicians are trained to repair, not to sell. We complete an average of 20 repair service calls per day, and over 90% get fixed without the need for a new furnace or air conditioner. So if you want friendly, fast, accurate, and affordable service and don't want pressure sales, then you want General Heating and Air Conditioning, a company you can trust since 1968.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast booth. Final score, Sayre wins this one 27-22. The team that started football back again after pausing it in the mid-'80s, started things up in 2018. Bennington took over in 2019, a 1-4 record. They beat Rock Creek, Indiana, 34-0 in their lone win that year. In 2020, they aligned in Class A football. Got ousted in the postseason in 20, 21, and 22 in the first rounds by Pikeville, Hazard, and Harlan. They played Raceland in the round of 8 last year, losing 42-27. But here this year, 15-0, and a state championship headed home to the Spartans as they close out the perfect season with a 27-22 victory here over the Raceland Rams in Lexington. Here's how it went down. Both teams went right down the field on their opening drives. Luke Pennington threw his first of 3 touchdowns in the ball game to Brock Kaufman on a 1-yard touchdown strike. 6:34 to play in the first quarter, 7-0 our score. Raceland finds the scoreboard in the second quarter. 7-6 is the score on the extra point that misses. Raceland gets an interception. They go right down the field, and they get a field goal. Jacob Waller connects on the 28-yard field goal attempt, and with 5:22 to go in the half, Raceland leads it 9-7. The first time Raceland had ever led in a state championship game in their 4 trips to Lexington. The Rams were basically in control of the second quarter. They faced 3rd down and 3. A botched snap over top of quarterback Jake Waller's head. He had to go backward. He falls on it. The Rams have to punt it. That gives the football back to Sayre, and they need 5 plays to go 64 yards in 44 seconds. And they go to the locker room after a 2-yard touchdown pass from Luke Pennington to Brock Kaufman. Makes it 14-9 after 1 half of play. Both teams punt out of the locker room. Then Raceland gives the football back to Sayre on a turnover on downs when they tried to go with a hook and ladder play from their own 36, Sayre stops. They go 1 play. Guess who? Brock Kaufman again. 36 yards under. 20-9 your score. 7:32 to go in the third. Raceland finds points late in the third quarter as Shannon Marucci plunges in from 1 yard out. That cuts the lead to 5 as we head to the 4th and final stanza. And Sayre gets a touchdown that it needs in the worst way. Charlie Slayball dives in from 4 yards out for his 13th rushing touchdown of the season. That made it 27-15. Raceland gets a score, cuts it to 27-22. The defense gets the stop it needs, and then the offense comes up short as the 4th down play comes up about 2 yards shy of where it was going to be, even if the play had been completed. And the Rams turn it over on downs. The Spartans get one final first down, their 13th of the ball game, and they put it in victory formation to call it a state championship here in Lexington. Raceland receiving their state final runner-up trophy on the field currently at the moment, and Sayre awaits for theirs on the other side. We'll step out for a break. We come back, we'll look at our numbers from this one. Final score, Sayre wins it over Raceland 27-22. They're your 2024 Class Single A state football champions. Our coverage continues after this in the postgame show on the Kool Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today. That's Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Other restrictions may apply.
Doubt, stress, anxiety, frustration. That was yesterday. Today is your day to get back on track to a brighter future. At Ashland Community and Technical College, we're open and ready to help now. With ridiculously affordable, amazingly flexible classes that can lead to highly paid positions in IT, healthcare, and more. The real world is tough, but not as tough as you. Visit kctcs.edu/find your career.
The Greenup County Public Library System is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jess Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter. Primary Plus is your home for quality, advanced, affordable health care, offering family health, GYN, counseling, dental, diabetes management, patient-centered medical homes, school-based health services, and a pharmacy. Primary Plus also offers the COVID-19 vaccine. Primary Plus with locations in Ashland, Vanceburg, South Shore, Grayson, Tollsboro, Maysville, Flemingsburg, and now in Moorhead. Online, primaryplus.net. For quality, advanced, affordable health care, come to Primary Plus. Again, online, primaryplus.net.
Back at the Papa John's broadcast booth. Final score, 27-20. Sayre is your 2024 Class Single A State Football Champions. Let's look at our numbers in this one. For Raceland, 288 total yards of offense, 91 through the air, 197 on the ground. Rams were flagged 8 times for 64 yards, 18 first downs for the Rams. They were 8 of 15 on third down conversions today, 1 of 3 on fourth down conversions. The final one there ending Rams season on the final play there in the fourth and final stanza. Raceland punted the ball twice today for an average of 30 yards. They had the football today for 31 minutes and 32 seconds. But the other side of things, with Sayre 16-28, they were just almost surgeon-like precision at times. More importantly, the way they went down the field right before halftime to get points and take the momentum into the locker room. That's so huge just the way this thing changed the outcome of this football game. For Sayre, 254 total yards of offense, 219 through the air, 35 on the ground. They were flagged 6 times for 33 yards. They finished with 13 first downs. They were 1 of 4 on third down tries today. They had 1 fourth down try that came up empty. They snapped the football today only 42 times, but they averaged 10.5 a play when they snapped the football. And they call themselves a state champion for the first time ever in school history. We'll take a break. We'll look at our individual numbers and wrap things up when we return here to Lexington in the postgame show on the Kool Sports Network.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this can't get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
Papa John's, Grayson, Flatwoods, and Louisa. Serving the communities of Raceland and Worthington since 1928, Raceland schools have been a beacon of learning and growth in the tri-state. A private school education at a public school price. Raceland's distinguished schools are a caring place where students can learn and grow. Committed to the future, Raceland's academic and arts programs rank among the top in the state, and test scores are among the highest in the area. Oh yeah, our football team isn't too bad either. We are Raceland, and this is home.
Kurt Robinson Insurance, 1114 Belfont Road, Flatwoods. Your State Farm agent, offering auto, home and property, life and health insurance, plus banking products, annuities, and mutual funds. See Kurt Robinson Insurance, your State Farm agent, at 1114 Belfont Road in Flatwoods. Phone 606-836-3011. State Farm agent Kurt Robinson, 836-3011.
Fairchild Auto has a great selection of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs with in-house financing. Buy here, pay here. Everyone can be approved. Payments as low as $200 a month are available. From the moment you step on the lot until you drive away in your next car, your buying experience with Fairchild's Auto Sales is their #1 priority. Use the expertise and resources of their great sales staff to find the right car at the right price. Call 606-494-2030 to schedule your test drive.
Back at the Papa John's Pizza broadcast table, James Collier back here with you as Sayre defeats Raceland 27-22. Final numbers in this one. Waller goes 14 of 16 on the day. 92 total yards. Arnett 1 of 1. The 2 passing touchdown there to start things off. Marucci, 23 carries for 93 yards and a touchdown. Landon Stiltner, 9 for 63. Waller, 5 for 11 with the touchdown as well. Receiving-wise, Eisen, 1 catch for 32. That was a big one. Reister, 4 catches for 25 in his final season as a senior for the Rams. Final numbers for Luke Pennington, 27, 217 yards, 3 touchdowns. All 3 of those going to Brock Kaufman, who catches 12 balls today for 144 yards and 3 scores. 4 for 41. Connor Evans 3 for 26. Slayball carries the ball 10 times for 21 yards, a touchdown, and that last carry of the ball game gives the first down the Spartans needed to close things out and call it a state championship. So with the loss, the Rams close the season up at 10-5. Mike Salmon's record in the postseason goes to 29-11. As Raceland now at 46-43 all time in the postseason. The Sayre Spartans go undefeated, 15-0. The last two seasons they mark it at 27-1. That one was last year against Raceland in the state quarters. But here today they get revenge on the biggest stage and take home the gold trophy close to home here in Lexington with a 27-22 victory over the Raceland Rams. Big thanks to all of our great sponsors throughout this entire season. Couldn't do everything that we've been able to do all year long, covering all of our great teams as well as racing all the way in the deep run of the postseason, all the way here to Kroger Field. My producer back at Mission Control, Dwayne Elliott, I think he's still awake. I've texted him twice, and he hasn't responded. He may be asleep by now, so who knows. But all of our great fans tuning in, whether you're listening to this on Kool 105.7 FM or on our YouTube page for audio-only stream, greatly appreciative of everyone tuning in throughout the entire season. Mike Salmons and his great staff here at Raceland Worthington High School, that's the top-notch job they do with their program. But again, silver trophy headed back home in a disappointing loss here this afternoon. That's going to do it for us. For everyone at the Kool Sports Network, I'm James Carter saying so long from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky, as the 2024 Class Single A Football Championship is in the books, and the Sayre Spartans are your champions, 27-22. For everyone at the station, have a great weekend, everyone.
You've been listening to the State Single A Football Championship game live from Kroger Field in Lexington, Kentucky on Kool Hits 105.7 and the Kool Hits Sports Network. Today's game was brought to you by Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup, State Senator Robin Webb, Primary Plus Healthcare, Clark's Puppet Shops of the Tri-State, Ashland Community and Technical College, Border Sporting Goods, Members Choice Credit Union, the Raceland Board of Education, the Greenup County Public Library, Papa John's Pizza in Flatwoods and Grayson, Kurt Robinson State Farm Insurance, Fairchild Auto Sales, Ram Pharmacy in Raceland, and General Heating and Air Conditioning. This has been a special sports presentation of the Kool Hits Sports Network and Kool Hits 105.7.